Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Warhammer 40k Chaos Gate Daemonhunters, episode 26 here, I believe. We are midway through a mission. If you did not see the first part of this mission, make sure you guys go back and watch episode 25. But yes, I had to split this into two videos because it was going to be a very, very long mission. I guess I could have done some editing to speed it up, but I don't want you guys to miss anything. I like the old school YouTube, if you will. All right, let's go ahead and move Crow all the way up here. Let me go ahead and thank the channel members really quick. Thank you to Tyler, Moses, Jared, Walter, Moonsheets, Cameron, Franklin, Shadowfighter Pro, and JT. Thank you guys all very, very much. We cannot prevent a warp surge this turn because Crow has used all of his willpower, unfortunately, to stop that from happening for the past few turns. We can move you here to be able to shoot though, Thule. We have 4 ammo remaining. Man, upgrading Thule's ammo has been one of the best ideas that I have done. Thule is pretty strong overall, but we can go ahead and shoot this guy one more time. And now he should be an easy kill. Ooh, he's gonna gain some armor though. That's okay. Storm doesn't care about armor. Storm can actually come over here and stun this guy. Let's see here. Let's do, I guess, vulnerable. And now we can execute him. Now he's stunned. Attack. Oh, okay, we can't actually do an execute, but Storm is going to get his AP back. That is very, very nice. Okay, now we need to get everyone towards the gate over there. I don't think we can use the Gate of Infinity stratagem, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to catch everybody up manually, which is slightly annoying. That's okay though. We still have this statue over here if we need to use it. Thule is out of action points, so he's going to be trailing behind a bit. We're gonna move Vakir up into cover here, and then we are going to move Crow all the way up here, and then who else has some movement points? Just Vakir, I guess. I guess we can move her to there. And then we just gotta make our way up the steps. That gate's gonna spit some stuff out. This gate's gonna spit some stuff out. We should be okay though. Oh no. One of the shield guys.
Fled here in their final hours, seeking sanctuary from this madness.
Millions of prayers cried out into the void, all unanswered by your false emperor.
We will
Ooh,
answer
that's
now.
really bad.
Your wretched seeds will fuel our beacon of hope.
If we get plagued at all, that is going to be very, very bad. All right, where's this shield guy? The shield guy is like over here, I guess. I don't know. But we will move Thule all the way up. We do need to hit a reload with him at some point. I don't think he has all of his ammo. Okay, I can't see. That's annoying. But we can move up Atlantis as well. We have not spotted any more patrols or anything of that nature thus far. We only have 1 AP with 1 AP with Crow, so we are gonna have to get some kills with him in order for him to stop some more warp surges. Let's go ahead and move Vakir all the way up here. God, these steps sure are long, man. Good lord. If we go up the center, it looks like we can only go up the right side, unfortunately, for us. Oh no, there is steps to the left as well. So I guess we'll just have to make that decision when we come to it. But I need to get everybody else caught up here. That is going to be the thing we need to do. I hope y'all are enjoying this series. It's a lot of fun to do. Even though I absolutely suck. All right, we're gonna go ahead and end the turn there. All right, here comes the shield guy. We should be able to outrun him just because his movement is going to be very, very slow. We are going to have some more stuff popping out there and popping out here. Yeah, we need to get moving. We really, really need to get moving here. All right, so let's try to catch up Thule here. those guys aren't going to be too much of a big problem. They're melee focused, so we generally can outrun them. We're going to move Thule up here, though. He is going to be the furthest one behind, it seems. Let's go ahead and move up Vakir first. We can get her all the way up here to the left. We could possibly teleport her up there if needed. We can also move Storm right there, so we're gonna go ahead and do so. I don't want to split the squad too much, but Storm is kind of the exception. I can bring him back whenever needed. Can we use the Gate of Infinity? No, we cannot. Shit. Okay, that's fine.
Unleash me. Your command
All right, Crow needs to come up here as well.
will be done.
And then we need to move Islanthus. Thule will be bringing up the rear, though. There we go. And we are going to have a lot of enemies coming from behind, so at some point we are going to have to deal with them, I would imagine. But it shouldn't be too bad, especially with Thule bringing up the rear. He can snipe them from very, very extended range. I might even use Quicksilver to catch him up, but I think it's kind of a bad idea if we do that. Another one of those guys. Yep. Not surprising in the least. All right, so does Crow have the... He does not have the... Yeah, he does not have the requisite AP to stop a warp surge. We can move him all the way up here, though. It looks like they can actually climb up these, so that is quite nice.
This better be worth it.
Vakir does not appear to be able to do so, so we're just gonna teleport her up here, right there. Thule is going to be the tough one to get up there.
What is your will?
It's gonna take him. Oh no, he can make it. Okay, Thule is basically caught up now. That's very nice. I'm glad we have some upgraded power armor, so that he is able to. Oh, Islanthus is really gonna be the one that's slowed down here. I mean, not by too much, but just by a bit. Now the question is, do we want to wait for the warp surge here, or do we want to get him moving? That is the real question. I think we should get him moving. I don't think we should bust into here quite yet. I think we should wait just that one turn. We could frenzy these guys behind us, but there's no real need to. Yeah, we really don't need to. So we'll bring Vakir right there, and then we will end our turn. Well, that guy hit something. They are slowly catching up to us, and that's another warp surge. Hopefully it's nothing. Oh, great. That's one of the worst ones you can get. All right, let's bring Islanthus up. First of all, let me bring up Thule, and then we're gonna bust the gate with Islanthus here. We're going to go right there. All right, Islanthus, kick that baby down. He's done so once, and he will again many more times. Let's move you up to there. Move Storm up to there. We are almost at the ritual site. Yep, there it is.
That is where it must be done.
All right, we can teleport her to... Yeah, we want to teleport her up here. That'll still give her 2 action points, and that'll allow us to do a lot of very nice things. Okay, Thule can't really move that far. He can only move to there. I don't really want to blow the Quicksilver stratagem at this very moment. We can't quite move Vakir up there, but we can get her really close. And let's do the same with Storm, just in case anything starts popping out here. And we will do the same with Crow. All right, that is going to be the end of our turn. Let's see what these guys do. I don't think this guy can actually jump up these walls here. So, I mean, he had a leap ability, but I don't think he's going to be able to use that. All right, let's bring up the rear echelon here. Bring you up to there, Islanthus. It would be good to have Thule watching the rear here. Then we can bring up Crow as well, just to have everybody close by. All right, Vakir, Do your job. Complete the ritual. It's going to take us 3 turns to do so. It looks like we have a warp spawn there, though. Not exactly what I would call ideal. Let's go ahead and get some Overwatch set up on that. Oh, we don't have any ammo. Okay, let's reload first. That would be good. No, let's put an Overwatch right there. Hopefully something ends up running into it. And then we have Crow as well. We can bring Crow up to deal with anything that pops out of there. These guys really shouldn't be able to catch up. I mean, they're so far back and we moved quick enough. I mean, if we could have just teleported, then this mission would probably already be over. Oh, that is a significant amount of reinforcements. Okay. We are going to have to use pretty much all of our abilities here to clear this. And we got another warp surge next turn if we don't end up, okay, yeah, we're going to need Thule. Definitely going to need Thule here. What happens if we hit that? All right, say we go for a teleport strike here, straight into the middle of both of them. That is going to bring the warp meter up. That'll be okay, though. All right, we can kill this one. Almost kill him, at least. Yeah, let's kill that one. Eliminate some enemies. He's gonna get that action point back, actually, which is very, very nice indeed. And, oh, he didn't get the action point back. I thought he did it. Thought I said he did. All right, well, let's have Thule come up and try to blast both of these guys. All right, he can hit both. Yeah, he can hit both there. That's going to expend his remaining ammo. Very nice. That's going to strip the armor. Now we can have Ilanthus come up here and hit this guy. Or we could, yeah, Storm's gonna have to deal with that one on his own. But we can't have Ilanthus move here to strike this guy. It's one hit onto him. Ilanthus has Honor the Chapter, though. Should we honor the chapter and do it with Storm? I think we may want to do that. Let's go ahead and do that. Warp charge it. That's going to give him 3 action points. All right, Storm has had his action points totally refreshed. Let's finish this guy off. First of all, let's afflict a bleed onto him. And then that will bleed. And that might be enough to kill him. Okay, we can execute him, I think. Oh, no, we can't, unfortunately. Really close. He does get the action point back, though, so he can come over here and finish this other one off. And then maybe Crow... Did he get his action point back again? No, he didn't. Okay. But we can have Crow move to attack this guy, and I think we will. Yeah, let's do that. That'll give him 2 action points left. There's 1 hit into him. There is a second hit into him. And then finally a 3rd hit to finish that demonic Chaos Marine off here. All right, this guy is starting to make some ground here. We do have another warp surge, unfortunately. But he did get a kill, though, so we can stop the warp surge from going off 1 turn because Crow now has a little bit of willpower. All we must do is complete the ritual now. Let's go ahead and stack everybody up just in case we have to do anything. And then let's go ahead and hit Thule a reload here. Let's make sure everybody is reloaded. I think that would be a good idea. Storm reload. All right, I'm actually starting to play properly. Let's go ahead and have Ilanthus reload as well. And then Crow does not need to reload at all. All right, let's go ahead and end the turn. This should be the last turn that she has to survive. They have finally sort of caught up to us. Not really. But we have Thule here in case a bunch of them come from this direction. We can take out many of them with 1 shot. All right, we have contacted Kaldor Drago, rather. Let's see what's happening here.
Inquisitor, I charged you to end this bloom. Why do I find you within this maelstrom of corruption?
I brought you here.
Oh shit.
Our goal was to reach you, Supreme Grandmaster. We cannot destroy the bloom without your aid.
Speak then.
The Grey Knight's archives describe your plight beyond the veil, that you know the way to the Garden of the Plague God.
Aye. My curse binds me to the Immaterium. The Garden of Nurgle is vast, but I have found my way through its confounding pathways before.
The roots of the bloom, the source of its power. We know that they lie deep within the garden, out of our mortal reach.
It is no small feat to navigate the Plague God's domain, but the bloom's stench is more putrid than all others. With luck, I will locate and sever these roots before my trespass is noted.
We would give our lives to fight with you, my lord.
I know it, Ektar, but I would not have my brothers share this cursed fate. You must yet hold the line until I can achieve this task you have set for me.
As you command, my lord. We are the hammer.
In the meantime, look within yourself, Cartha Vakir. Your strength is yet needed. Farewell.
Well, that is very interesting. Now we must see what happens when she returns to the ship. That is a victory. We did quite well that mission. Very nice. I am very interested to see what happens when Vakir returns to the ship, though. Are they going to put her out of her misery? I don't think so. Not yet, at least. Look at the cloth on Crow. What is going on over here? All right, well, that is 5 requisition, -5 corruption. We collected 2 of every single seed, and I imagine if it's making us collect seeds, then it is probably doing it for a reason. But that's a tier 3 Psy cannon. We can't equip that to our one of our brothers there, at least. This is some tier 3 armor, 20+% resistance, some armor, and then HP. Interesting. I don't know if we're gonna grab that. I don't think we will. That is a pretty good war gear as well, though. And a rank 4 purifier, though. That might be useful. Yeah, let's grab the purifier. Yeah, I'm satisfied. My requisitions. Light wounds, both on Iolanthus and Storm. That is okay, though. We are not going to have any more promotions to have. Oh, here we go. Another cutscene. Let's see what happens here with Vakir. I'm very, very interested to see. I think she is reaching her limit.
The fool needs to take you by surprise. Show me. You have done well, Cadex. I will have vengeance at last. The Carver will not leave this garden alive.
No!
It appears we are being watched, my lord. Hello, little spy. That's it, Carter. Call your minions. You can all wait together.
That's not a good sign. I think they are trying to kill Drago. I think that is their ultimate goal there. Uh-oh. I think they set a trap for Drago.
Master to our plans. How is that possible?
I'm not certain. I believe it might have been during the ritual on Sir Krista. Cadex has retained some agency since I entered his mind.
Agency? What agency?
Taunts, murmurs, voices I have ignored.
Oh, it has been a little more than that.
Have we just damned the Supreme Grand Master to an ambush and death?
Precisely.
No, Ektar. I only did what I believe necessary to advance our cause.
Our cause now? Inquisitor Vakir, with one blow, you have turned all of our efforts to serve the aims of chaos. With your leave, Commander.
You are right. I have failed us.
Hector, analyze. The Inquisitor is the only being with an erudite understanding of what we face. Without her, we are truly lost.
Without the Supreme Grand Master, we have already lost.
Whoa.
Denial. This act is reckless. The Inquisitor's biodiagnostics have not yet totally collapsed.
So you would have us follow this traitor until she does?
This is too much. Like children.
Rationalize. We have all been deceived. Counter-proposal. We intervene on the Supreme Grand Master's behalf.
Are your logic pathways fried, Dominus? No mortal can navigate their way through the Garden of Nurgle.
No mortal.
Silence! Your words have done harm enough.
Hector! In 987 years, I have not observed a Grey Knight falter in his duty. Yet you fear this?
Say your piece, Vakir.
It is true. No mortal can find their way to the Garden of Nurgle, but a demon will always return to its master.
What?
Yes. Cadex has burrowed into my mind. If you were to banish him, I might use that connection to track his spirit as it returns past the veil, back to its master.
More conjecture.
Support. Archival analysis indicates stellar coordinates can be transmitted via astral telepathy.
Both of you now? Dominus, even if we gamble on the purity of her intentions, this notion barely amounts to a roll of the dice and a prayer.
That is all I have left, Ektar. But what does the effort cost you? Another demon banished to the warp?
What of your baleful edict? Are you so eager to see it fall into the Plague God's hands?
The edict will fulfill its purpose. I am a priest of Mars. Sentimentality is for the flesh.
Vakir, your soul stands at the precipice. You have proven yourself stronger than any human I've known. But if you falter in this, even for a moment, I will have no choice but to cut you down.
I would ask nothing less of you.
Commander, you have led us capably since Agravain's fall, but in this our direction is clear. If we yet have hope to intervene for the sake of the Supreme Grand Master and put an end to this bloom, we have no choice but to pursue it.
Whoa. Oh my god. That was pretty insane. What must we do now? Locate Nurgle's garden. 30 days
Commander,
of research
once the
there.
Inquisitor begins this purgation ritual, there is no turning back. The Demon Prince Cadex will be banished back to the warp, and we will have to follow immediately if we have any hope to find our way into Nurgle's garden and warn Kaldor Drago of the trap that has been set for him. Our time is short, but you must also be confident that our strike force is prepared for the challenge that waits ahead of us.
I think they are. I think they are ready. Oh, dude, that would be such a cool thumbnail. I might have to go snip that out. All right, well, we have started the research here. I think we are just ultimately ready. We have a, let's see here, a tier 4 purifier ready to go. Vortimer there. Let's go and see what else do we have here. We have Mirror, a tier 2 purgator that we can give that new psi cannon to. That thing does pretty good from what I understand. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Weapon gains +1 crit. This is +4 range, +1 blast area. Yeah, I think we should equip this one. And then I don't think we can do anything with those yet. It's okay. Huh. Interesting. There is a lot of interesting things happening at this current moment here. Yeah, Valkyria is worrying me, but also at the same time, I have had a little bit of faith restored in her. Let's go ahead and try to avoid the Death Guard fleet here. Hopefully that doesn't make us travel forward into that Death Guard fleet. Yeah, let's not do that there. We need to be careful here. The ship should be repaired really soon. Warp drive repair. Oh, fuck, man, that's annoying. I think it got suspended. Okay, one day left. Okay, but it's suspended though. All right, we need to move this way here. Oh, uh-oh. Every cutscene that we've had in this episode has literally just been uh-oh after uh-oh.
The Inquisitor's strength yet holds. Brother Purifier, I require insight into the mission's next phase.
Vakir has begun a ritual of banishment. When it is at its apex, I will purge the demon, and the Inquisitor will attempt to maintain her psychic connection with its departing spirit. In theory, she may sense its trajectory past the veil. If we dare pursue that signal into the warp, we may find the garden and locate Drago before it's too late.
The odds of survival
are irrelevant, Dominus. Only in death does duty end.
Wow. Dude, every cutscene in this episode has just been wow after wow after wow. So we have none of my predictions have really come true in terms of Vakir being corrupted. I think we finished. Okay, no, that still has to be finished there, but that'll help with our ship speed here. Let's go ahead and continue over this direction. Oh fuck, that's not good.
crisis. Our failure to address this structural malfunction has led to the collapse of multiple systems, redirecting all efforts toward mitigating the damage.
Ah,
Any
shit.
ongoing manufacturing projects have been suspended.
Ah, man. Now we have more damage to the ship. Warp drive, plasma reactors down, warp drives down, and the meditation chamber is down. Okay, we need some servitors immediately, I think. That gives us grimoires. This one we can't reach. This one is in a plague storm, or not a plague storm. Well, I guess that's not exactly a mischaracterization, but yeah, we really need to reach a servitor mission that is not too far corrupted, I think, That would be really good. That's 10 servitors there. That is 1 grimoire there. Still 1 requisition there. 1 requisition there as well. I mean, the servitor mission would be the ideal, and it's a very, very easy mission. So we'll go ahead and head over that way. We really, really need to not damage our marines in this mission here, because if we have wounds when we go into the warp, and we only have 17 days to finish this progress here, I assume we are going to need the plasma reactor repaired. That is going to take 8 servitors and 6 days. This is going to take 6 servitors and 12 days. At least we can have the plasma reactor repaired. But unfortunately, we are out of time, ladies and gentlemen. I really hope you guys are enjoying that this series is back on the channel again. I know not many people watched it, but you know, I do like to do other things besides Bannerlord, and I'm gonna keep going with this series until we get it finished. And then I've been thinking about other series to replace this series on the channel, and I'm thinking XCOM 2. Huh? Anyone for XCOM 2? But XCOM 2 would be a whole lot of fun for us to do. Yeah, I'm really just thinking XCOM 2, and then maybe Total War. Who knows? But we will have to see, ladies and gentlemen. This is scheduled for the next 3 weeks, but it may end up being cut short just because of the end of the game. But hopefully we get at least a few more episodes out of this. That would be quite nice, so I don't have to go rework the YouTube schedule. But yes, thank you everyone so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next video. Oh wait, no. Channel members Ghost. Thank you to Tyler, Moses, Jared, Walter, Mooncheese, Cameron, Franklin, Shadow Fighter Pro, and JT. Thank you guys all so much for supporting the channel. You guys help me to pay for more storage, because I keep upgrading the quality of these videos, and the storage is just ballooning with video content. But yes, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe out there. Peace out.